What is up, everybody? This is Anime Squad Minis, episode 7. I'm your host, Omar.
And this is David.
And like always, we have timestamps for your favorite show of the week. And like always, follow us on social media. We got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. But with that being said, this will probably be the wrap up for the minis for this season. A lot of shows are ending. A couple shows that are continuing, but we're probably gonna move that to the main podcast. But yeah, I'm just letting you guys know, FYI, it will be gone for a bit, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna bring it back. It's been a success in our channel, so thank you guys for watching and supporting this segment. But with that being said, let's just jump right into it. We have JoJo Star Ocean Part 6, Episode 10, 11, and 12.
Yep, finally get to wrap everything up.
Yes, the conclusion of this 12 episode dump that Netflix did. Like always, every week we cover 3 episodes, so by now you should know, but just FYI.
These 4 weeks have just basically been our JoJo Mega Fridays.
Yes. And I'm gonna miss it, and but hey, I'm glad we got where we're at, where we left, where we kind of like where they stopped it to. I'm like, okay, like I like to see where it goes from here. What am I talking about?
I mean, these 3 episodes that we saw just now with 10, 11, and 12 have basically been like a perfect arc.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Especially,
I think this episode was more of Poochie's, right?
Yeah, Poochie.
Poochie's origins, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
No, yeah, most definitely. From where he's coming from and like why he's after.
How he's tied to Dio and everything.
Yeah, and that was crazy. And I was like,
the whole thing was crazy. The whole chase.
Versus Jumping Jack Flash.
Yeah,
that's an interesting fellow.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, basically the first 2 10 11 is basically that arc with when we got introduced to our new ally, Weather Report, which is he's I'm gonna just say he's a really cool character.
Yeah. He's very weird, but also very cool.
Yeah, he oozes like personality, right?
And then we know now Emporio, right?
Emporio, yeah.
Yeah, his stand ability, I guess.
Yeah, his ability, but we don't see his stand though.
Well, the ability itself, now we know,
Yeah,
before it was just weird for him just to like disappear all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently, like he could touch or manifest ghost items, things that were there, but no longer, which is kind of interesting. Like especially how like they use the safe room, like I guess the safe room, right? Like when I saw that, it reminded me like Persona 5 when like you would go save or something like that from a palace. Right? It's exactly like that.
That's straight up what it feels like. Yeah.
So that's super cool. And then we got introduced another person who looked like Diavolo, but he just left.
He'll be important later on.
Yeah, but he looked pissed looking at Jolene. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, hopefully when Netflix dumps another episodes, we'll find out why.
Oh yeah, but for now it's all about Weather Report.
Yes, Weather Report and his coolness. How he only walks around with his tippy toes.
And speaks very softly and super close.
And he has no memories, right?
Yes. That's the reason why his name is based off of his stand name, because he has no memories of who he is or anything, not even his own name.
Yeah, how he even got to the prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, is he kind of like Jotaro in a way now?
What do you mean?
Because he doesn't have his CD, right, from his soul CD, but he has his stand though.
His memories are taken away.
Oh, okay. So it was a different portion of his soul, right?
Yeah, it's not his soul or his stand, but it's his memories.
His brain.
Mm-hmm.
Weather Report's super cool, especially when he played his piano, which I thought was just to show off, but it ended up being to like show everybody that someone's following us.
Yep. Lang Wrangler.
And I was like, what? And that enemy, his power is probably the coolest from what we've seen. I like to say.
Yeah, zero gravity.
Yeah. And it was really cool to see animated.
But at range, it's pretty bad in a way.
Yeah, it's pretty choppy with the CG, but
I meant range wise. Now that we figured it out.
Oh yes. But I like the part where like they're basically flying like Superman at one point.
Yeah. Superman flying, and then also don't forget Weather Report's cloud suit.
Ah, yeah, that was super cool.
Weather Report has
super useful.
Yeah, Weather Report has a lot of uses.
Oh yeah,
my man came in clutch many times in these 3 episodes. So without him, Jolene would have been screwed.
Yeah, but he's out of commission after all the beating he's been taking.
Yeah, which it's weird. Like I thought he was gonna die too. I was like, man, only 3 episodes. You're about to kick the bucket. But like, I hope not.
There's more of Weather Report to enjoy.
That's cool. That's cool to know and to see in the future.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, what'd you guys think of Whitesnake and like all the Poochie? I guess in general, like all the shit he's been pulling.
I think Poochie is a cool villain. I like to say because he's tied to Dio from part 3, and he's I guess episode 12 of it, like how he encountered Dio, what Dio was trying to pursue before he died, or murdered in his eyes.
I'm curious. So he's talking to his stan, right? It's just weird to me that he's like having a conversation with his stan. Usually, at least for me, that I remember, the stans don't talk to their users.
There's Koichi and Echoes Act 3.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. When he evolved to his final form, it would talk to it all the time.
Yeah, and same with Mista and Sex Pistols.
Yeah, but it's rare though.
Yeah,
I think they was trying to say.
Yeah, because he's having a conversation every single time they see each other. Yeah. It's like me having a conversation.
It reminded me of
on the stand.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like Diavolo and Red Crimson.
Yeah. Oh, King Crimson.
Yeah, King Crimson. My bad. Damn, those damn subtitles are getting to me. But like I said, like Weather Report being clutch, like in episode 12, where these three episodes where I would even mention like Jolene was trying to give the CD back to Speedwagon Federation, the way they have JoJo, like
to Savage Garden.
Yeah, to Savage Garden. And it was pretty savage, honestly. Now that you said it,
Definitely.
That whole location was just goddamn. I don't know how. Hey, but that goes to show how quick, what a quick thinker, like fast on her feet, Jolene is. So.
Oh yeah.
She, even though she was not doing much in the zero gravity battle, but she came in clutch whenever she needed to. Especially against what was the name? Ram Wrangler or something?
Yeah, Lang Wrangler.
Lang. I call him a car.
Dude, I mean his design is straight up just a stand.
Yeah. And it's out there. And I like the way he walked too.
Walks the walk. What can you say?
So that's funny. But yeah, like the whole Weather Report doing the rainy frogs. That was like, what the hell?
You guys will come to learn that Weather Report is like one of the best stands ever.
Yeah, apparently the reason he did that is because of an actual event that did happen in the world, apparently.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I wonder. Like, I'm probably gonna look that up after our recording. But that's insane to think about. That would be the worst time to ever be outside.
I mean, it definitely goes to show just how much bizarreness like part 6 has gotten over
No,
the
yeah. And we're like,
part 1.
yeah, we're already like 12 episodes in, and like, it's way wackier than I can handle. But hey, I still enjoy this ride. This is very entertaining, and I can never know what happens next.
Yeah.
And I think that's the great thing about this part in particular, because we've seen 5 parts from here.
Mhm.
So like, oh, what else can they do in JoJo, right? And I'm like, here you go. I'm like, oh, all right.
I know.
So that's so cool. And but yeah, man, White Snakes and Poochie, gotta look out for those two.
Mhm.
Dangerous foes.
Oh, I know. Especially how savage Poochie was with that frog exploding.
I know. Because the guard was gonna get help or something.
Mhm. Hey, they didn't want to touch them frogs.
For real.
His counting was hilarious.
Yeah, that was weird. Him counting prime numbers.
Yeah, that's how he copes. And then, hey, remember the first episode we got introduced to Poochie with the cherries?
Oh yeah, that's true. When he was talking to the girl.
Yeah, Sean.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah, so he's pretty weird. I mean, that fits normally, right?
Oh yeah,
let's get
that fits Poochie.
let's get to our reviews.
Yes. This is
Wait, are we? I mean,
Yeah.
there's still.
Well,
there's still more.
it's a first part in a way for now,
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
or for now.
I just impression of the
Impression.
12 episodes.
The 12
Oh.
episodes.
Not actual rating.
I thought we did that with the first 3 episodes.
But now that we've seen all 12, I guess, and like
Oh.
where can you see it going from here? Like,
Oh,
you think
okay.
it'll keep up the quality, or like,
Oh,
what would you like to
Oh,
see?
well, I'll probably say what I guess whenever my turn comes in. But go. Oh, Ravi, what do you think about the 12 episodes start?
Great so far. I would say that they definitely shit, man. I'm like I wasn't expecting to put my review in. I'll just keep it short. It definitely adapted part 6 really well. Animation it's not as great, not as great as part 5, I feel, but it's still fantastic. I can't wait to see more, and so far I'll put 8 out of 10. Just keep things short.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll go. I'm not gonna rate it. I'm just gonna give my impressions of these 12 episodes. And so far, like Robbie said, the animation wise, it's kind of sad to see. Like, it's not like the best they could do. Like, we've seen them at their best. But that being aside, just given that this adaptation of part 6 come to animation, it is cool. It's still cool. Like we've been introduced to already wacky, weird characters like Poochie or like Foo Fighter, and like the villains and stuff. I can't wait to see what the security guy with the puppet guy. I don't know. I feel like he comes into play more. And yeah, man, just see how Jolene, like, quick-witted she will be in these battles, because these battles have been insane. So I'm always looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm excited whenever Netflix dumps another 12 or the whole series at this point. So can't wait.
Yeah, for me, I had the only issue that comes in is the animation wise. That's the only beef I have with the show. I would have been with Rabby with an 8, but so far I'll hit it with a 7.5 for now.
Yeah, okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah, not that bad. Hopefully they pick up the animation next part or next 12
batch or the rest
Batch
of
of
it.
episodes, what we get.
But yeah, so from here it could go up or it could go down depending on how it they do, how Netflix does this,
Yeah, so These are not the final reviews. These are just
Our thoughts of what these 12 episodes were.
So yeah. Whenever JoJo comes back, we'll be back in the minis and we will be covering it. Genlock season 2 episode 8.
Oh man.
Oh god.
So well, when we talked about in the main podcast, this had another comparison to this show where I really did not like the ending at all.
Honestly, I didn't like this whole show, and the ending just
It
concluded what I felt.
it was pretty bad ending.
It was terrible. Terrible. They killed Pro Z off camera.
Yeah.
So that was fun. And basically the whole team accepts the union's digital thing, so they
Because of the combination of the
Genlock
and
the union thing.
what did they call it? Eugen or something like that?
The Eugen lock.
Ogen or I forgot what it
Who
was.
cares? But they merge and they become that ugly CGI form, and now they're like superheroes.
I guess they were supposed to look different because they're above everything.
Yeah.
I guess at that point.
They're like gods.
Yeah.
At one point they do say like we're like gods now.
Chase gets back into his body too.
Yes, he he controls of the bad Chase, and he gets the original Chase back.
Oh my god, that whole scene too about him fighting himself. I get it, but I'm like, how we got to it like so fast. Everything was so fast.
Everything wrapped up. Hey yo, St. Clair was the key all along.
Yes.
You believe that? I couldn't believe it. Jesus Christ. Oh,
To tell you the truth, at this point, there was so many there was no bad. There was bad guys, but there were not much of a bad guys. There were just cult members, and
everyone was in the same camp. Everyone was doing bad things.
yeah, everyone was bad for for certain reasons. And while our group didn't have resolutions. Like I didn't even get
they're like in New York. They're like, yeah, we can do anything. We were like gods now. Cool. And then like Chase is like, New York is gone. It's dead. And I was like, hey, it is what it is. And I'm like, what? What do you mean, Chase? What do you mean it is what it is? And that's how it ends. I'm like, what? That's it? That's how we're wrapping up the show? God.
This show was so rushed. Well, how I look at it is literally like everything got rushed.
Yeah, like we said before, the first season was alright at best. Man.
Yeah.
But it had potential. And like this, I don't know if they're like, yo, we don't have the budget for like continuing the show.
It's HBO though.
Yeah, we're on HBO Max though. we curse, we have nudity. It's gonna be awesome. I think it ended up being worse.
Yeah.
God, man.
Because they used the bad words as jeez.
Like they would throw it in.
Yeah.
Like it was just thrown in like, ooh.
No, we didn't feel the oomph for that.
No.
Those curse words or like
It's
in
just
general.
it's just like misplaced and like it really catches you off guard. Like, oh damn. Like, well, I didn't know you would say that.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And then I guess just to wrap up the episode, like they fight the
They have a kaiju battle.
kaiju battle, yes, and like the team form like Power Ranger style.
Yeah, that was really strange as well.
Hey, they were proud of that though.
Oh yes, they were.
They were proud of that transformation. Oh god. I think let's just wrap up the video. If you can't tell by my enthusiasm, it's not there. Not for this show, and it just sucks. It sucks to see this show turn out like this, and damn, I'm really having a tough time rating this anime. Like, there's a lot. I mean, I've said a lot for this show where it went wrong. The animation is just ugly. Like I was mentioning to David earlier, it was like this reminds me of Koryoko, and like it's bad CG. But for Koryoko, I don't blame it. Like they did what they did, and it came out like in 2004, 2003. So It looked good at the time. This looks like that, and we're in 2021. That is unforgivable.
Yeah, I don't have much words to say other than it's just a 3 to me.
It's just a terrible show, and do not pay HBO Max to watch this. And I think I give it a 2 out of 10. Oh God. Would you give it a 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 out of 10. So yeah, don't watch this show. If you saw the first season, that's how it ended.
Take it how it is now.
Take it how it is. And hopefully Michael B. Jordan makes another project, a better project. And that's tough to say. I love Michael B. Jordan. And Rooster Teeth, just forget about the show. Anyways, moving on. Our next show, we have Komi-san Communicate, episode 10. And this is the Sport Festival. Yeah. And it's hype. It's pretty hype episode. For like, you know, everyone's cheering on Komi. They're like, yeah, you could do it. But we get a new character, as in Netsuno, which is like a dark-skinned red, a fiery, a hothead, right? Emphasizing the hotheadness of she is.
How do you enjoy her?
She was cool, but she was pretty weird. Like talking about angles and like, oh, she stretches like this way. This is the perfect angle to do it. I love her team.
You know what he reminded me?
Who?
Of on Demon Slayer, the guy that died.
Oh, Rengoku?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, she has the same energy.
Oh yeah. Like she's like super excited. Like a worthy opponent has to be praised, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. Plus, they kind of almost have the same hair. I think that's why it reminds you of. But I love the sports festival itself. The vice president cracked me up when she was like, she saw Komi stretch. She was like, that's 100 out of 100. That's my girl. You know, everyone just cheering on the goddess, Komi. But the games, I wish it was just the whole episode of the sports games, because like, there was some I really wanted to see, like the Japanese sports game, like with the samurai pole. I really wanted to see that in action. But obviously we get to the relay, the big finale game, and God, it looks beautiful, right? It looks amazing. This anime, gorgeous how they run. But then we get to Komi, right? Komi's the anchor, and Komi has to clutch it in, but she falls, man. She fell, and I was like, no, not Komi. And like, but hey, everyone cheers her up. Everyone was like, you could do it, Komi. You got this, champ. And my girl was hauling. I did not expect Komi to be that athletic, but yo, props to her. I think she got 3rd place, right? Or second or third, but she didn't beat, obviously, Natsuno, which is, I forgot to mention, she's the 2nd year, unlike Komi. And but she respected her. She's like, yo, you didn't give up even though you fell. Like, you got right back up and you made it 2nd and 3rd. That's incredible. I respect that. She started crying. A worthy opponent, a worthy rival.
How do you like when our boy raced?
Oh man. Who? Najime?
No.
Oh, our RMC?
Yeah.
Oh man, he was funny.
You heard the words, man.
Yup. He was like motivating. He was like, oh, but it was cute. She was cheering him on, and she was like, you got this. And I was like, yeah. So adorable. And speaking of which, the next part of the episode was Komi got jealous, bro. I was like, oh, got a little spice in here. It was so adorable. Like, I forget the girl's name, but Orimi. But yeah, a new character, and like how she saw like Tadano, I think that's his name, DMC. Yeah. Like he was struggling, right? Like all this paperwork, all this like work he has to do since he's like president, and Komi's a goddess. And like she's like, oh, I'm gonna help you, and like it reminded me of like, you know, it legit reminds me of high school and stuff. It was like, you know, it's just like another opposite sex being real friendly, right? And she's really cool. Like she's just trying to help, be a good friend. But you know, if a girl's interested in you and she's talking to you with another girl, she's like, what? You're talking to another girl? That's not me? Like, why? I look like, and it's just, I never thought Komi would be jealous. Like, it didn't even come across my mind. Because our MC is like so like ordinary, right? Who's gonna fall for that? But you know, lo and behold, she really didn't. But like it insinuated like how we saw with Komi. Oh, I love how like when the girls like wants to talk to Komi, but Komi has like this big aura, big head her when she's peeking. It's like it's so funny. But then that moment where like the two of them were gonna like stay and work on the paperwork or something like that.
Yeah.
And Komi wanted to help. Komi was like, yo, I could join in too. And then she saw like, oh damn, Komi's into him. Like, oh, I don't want to be in the way. And she's like, oh, I got something to do, honestly. Like, hey, it just came up. Honestly, I gotta go. And it was so cute. It was so adorable seeing that. And I loved it. Like it goes to show like how far we come with, you know, Komi and Tadano when they first met to like where they at now. It's so sweet. It's so adorable. I love it. I say it every episode. I'm in love with this show, man. I legit see why Komi's so adorable. Oh, one more thing. I completely forgot about her. The mom showed up.
Oh, no, I was making sure, man.
Hey, I can't forget about the mom. She's so adorable, too. Giving the thumbs up, cheering on Komi.
Is that Komi, though?
Man.
When does Komi speak?
I know, right? And she, like every kid in high school is like, Mom, you're embarrassing me. But just in the Komi way, it's like she doesn't say it. Yeah, man. But this show, man. And it was, just a little side note, this was greenlit for a second season. So I'm excited for that. And it well deserved. Honestly, this anime is phenomenal. But I think I'll get more into it when we wrap up the review. I just can't stop talking about Komi, man.
You forgot about the pictures, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Legit at the end, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was small. I'm probably sure that's why I forget. But it was very impactful, right? Of like how it was just like high school kids being high school kids, you know? Like, let's take a group photo, you know. Oh, Komi's face never changed, though. She had that cute stare face. And then Najime is like, oh, these are disgusting. These suck. You know, him being Ed being extra, and then the girl's like, I love them. They're the best photos ever. She has a nosebleed. But yeah, it was so sweet. Oh, and the whole exchange.
Yes.
Yeah, I apologize. There's so much to gush about. The whole exchange of like Tadano looking at the little cat keychain that Komi was looking at, and
you thought he forgot it, huh?
Yeah, and like he got it for her, but like she's like, oh, I got it myself.
Oh, Najime.
Najime got it for me.
Yeah,
but like just like the thought of Tadano doing it for her is super sweet, right? It's like a really like sweet, nice guy thing to do, and it was heartwarming, man. It was like, oh, and just like. She was like, no, I want yours. Like, let's just exchange it. And I was like, it was so touching. It warmed my heart, man.
Hey, but what did you guys say?
What?
What did you guys say?
What?
What did you guys say?
Oh! Exactly. Because Najime comes in and like,
they're all flustered.
Yeah, they're all embarrassed. Yeah. Flustered. It's like... I felt like we did a reenactment. Oh, it's hilarious. And yeah, man. Great episode. I'm excited to see the rest.
Yep.
But with that being said, we have to move on to our next show. We have The Vampire Dies in No Time, episode 12.
Episode 12.
Woo! Woo! And for this time, we have Robbie for our final review.
Indeed, I'm here. Dies. I'm finally caught up.
And just a quick question about it. How was your experience watching the rest of the show, like on by yourself?
Dude, I had an intuition. I had a feeling that this show was gonna be amazing, man. I had a fun time all the way through, dude. Like anything regarding John, anything regarding Ronaldo, it was fantastic, man.
Yeah, man.
I just kind of again, in my only complaint, wish we had more.
Hey, man.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, man, wish came true because, we are getting that second season.
I know,
Yup.
dude. I'm so hyped.
But we'll get more into that with our reviews. With let's just jump into this final episode of Vampire Dies in No Time, episode 12.
That spider lady was hot.
Yes, she was.
Ronaldo thought the same thing too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, big opais, right?
Mhm.
Yup.
I mean, if you think about it, Ronaldo had like what 2-3 different like instances, or all he said was "opai" a whole bunch. So I mean, if you think about it, this was his time to let his taste shine.
Yes,
Let
his
him-
lewdness be wild. But like, but I like that that whole segment because he's like, wait, this is going too well. Like, there's no girl. Like, I never go this far with a girl. Something's
Yeah.
up.
It was funny with Drock.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
Hey, man.
He knew what was up, and he gets killed, and then bottled up into that.
Yeah, that's funny. But hey, it goes to show how like smart Ronaldo is because like I didn't think he would have a trap set up for her.
Mm-hmm. Hey, no,
Uh-huh.
I don't think any of us did. I thought that, I honestly thought we were gonna have like a setup where like he's gonna keep like acting aloof, but eventually like he'll get like captured or whatever. But no, he proved his worth.
Yeah, he played
That's a
it pretty smart for a hunter. And like we had like
For a hunter.
and they had the epic battle.
That was really cool.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Where we actually have like an action scene for once.
for once, yeah.
Oh, but after that though, man, what'd you guys think of the Halloween party?
Oh man, I loved it.
Should have been
Those
in Halloween.
That's I kind of wish they played it on Halloween, but you know what?
Yeah.
For what it is, it's good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh
man,
yeah.
We probably have something for like next year when we do a Halloween special.
Oh my god. Maybe.
Yeah, but it was weird though. Like I kept saying to myself, like, man, how are they having this Halloween party in this small office room?
You'd think, right?
Yeah, but hey,
But-
they made it
turns-
work, I guess.
Yeah, but then it turns out that Dralik was not actually Dralik.
Oh, I know, because what was it? Micro bikini vampire.
Micro bikini vampire striking again. It was funny too because like the manager was like dressed up as a giant robot, but then it turns out like he changed costumes and everyone was like, "Really? You're trying to go for that look?"
Oh,
It didn't hit. I was like, "Wait, this is a micro bikini man."
I forgot when we were watching it, I forgot to say this, but it's pretty funny that Ronaldo was just so upset during this whole time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it was his office. He was like,
Yeah.
"Listen, I didn't give the approval of a party."
Or the
Hey,
pole
but-
dancing.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the after party.
No. Well, I meant in general. Like they kept asking for the pole dancing.
Hey man, the legend.
The man, the myth, Paul, not Ronaldo. Paul.
Oh yeah, Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And but yeah, like going back to like it wasn't drag, it was
It was Jalik's. It was Jalik's grandpa.
yeah. Which was funny to see like his power, like just for a glimpse, like he just nullified micro bikini's like effect like throughout. I was like, oh okay, like he is pretty powerful.
I
But,
barely,
like-
I barely realized they busted out like a Lupin moment there
Oh yeah.
with the whole removing mask kind of thing.
It's true, huh?
Yeah, I didn't think it like that. Hey man, but that after party though, that was the highlight.
It was lit, right?
It was so lit. Yo, John on the turntables, bro. Let's go.
Dude, I wish he DJ'd at my wedding. Be
Yeah,
perfect.
man. And then we do see the legend of Paul McCartney on the dance pool.
He wasn't too happy though.
No.
No.
but it happened though.
And then the final
the
thing,
PS5.
the PS5.
Yeah, Omar, would you say that is pretty relatable?
Yes, I relate to that pain so badly. But I like how, like, the ending to this, it ties into the opening, and like I said earlier, like how, like I think a couple weeks ago, like where we had the origin of John, which was the ending of.
Oh, that was so nice. I wasn't there for that, but oh, dude, that touched my heart.
Yeah, like other than being like really sweet, but it was like a nod like to this opening and the ending of the show.
I know.
I was like, oh, like not a lot of shows do that, so I'm like, oh, I'm glad they did it. Like the whole dance off.
Well, when I saw that dance off, I was like, oh, this is gonna be the ending right here.
Yeah, like
that was perfect.
I'm glad, like, you know, like a show like this, like even if they didn't get a second season, not like they wrapped it up, right? Like this was like, if we do get a second season, like we could come in with more, like no problem.
Right.
Yeah, so that was cool. And hey man, that PS5 they got, that was pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
The design of it.
Most definitely.
Very Hellsing-esque.
It was like there were so many like different names to it, like the PX5 X2 Super Turbo Edition. That was great.
Yeah, it was funny. But that basically wraps up episode 12, and now we get into our reviews.
Oh man, should I go first since I wasn't here for the longest time?
Yeah, sure. I'll give your whole opinion of the show. Actually,
yeah. All right. So this anime was funny. Like, I hate to be the guy to say this, but like, you know, we had 2 vampire shows this season between this and Irina, and I gotta say, man, this one is my vampire show.
Oh damn!
I know it's true, man. It's true, man. Drolic and Ronaldo just steal the show for me. Like, I'm so glad that like these are the 2 characters that we see the most of, and John, of course, you know, being as adorable as he is, and just all around just lovable as they all are. This anime just nails it for me. If I were to get into like nitpicks and stuff, obviously it's with how large the cast is. Not everyone gets a chance to shine, but I feel like the anime even knows this too, because like even with the background characters are like, oh, you're not around.
Yeah,
like they're just background characters. Like, wait, no, we've been here the whole time.
Yeah,
and yeah, dude, I highly recommend it, especially with like how different of a show this is. It's so absurd. And it's not like, because Jahi is also a comedy show too, but that one was kind of like mixing in like the absurd with the groundedness of it. But Vampire Dies in No Time is just full on absurd, and it embraces it all. And yeah, rating wise, like, and it also nails like the one more thing before though, it nails the atmosphere super well. I love like it's like horror-esque aesthetic. It's not like a true like horror comedy like Miracle-chan is, but it nails that comedy like so well, and it nails the theming of it. So it gets a solid 7 out of 10 for me. It's so good, and I can't wait for that second season.
Okay.
And then I guess
nice.
For
I
me,
guess I'll go.
Let me go. You go last.
Okay. All right.
Since you were the negative one at
Negative Nancy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. For me, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad we watched this, Omar. And well, when me and Omar, of course, you know, we talked about it throughout the whole series. I convinced him to continue this series, and yeah, it was a fun show. I liked some of these vampires were a little bit too weird, but that's what made the show. That's what made the show fun, at least. I like Drac. I like Ronaldo. I thought I would get annoyed about the sand, you know, every time he would die, but I like
Omar
it.
Did.
I started.
Yeah, I did.
I started getting I thought in general, I would get annoyed by the end of the series, but no, it actually like stick there. But it was nice. I liked every single time of it because it made it when Ronaldo gets really upset, he literally just destroys him and stuff. But that's what's fun. I like that. And John is, you know, one of my favorite characters on this.
MVP, bro.
Yeah, MVP.
I mean, I'll be honest. I feel like John is probably a contender for like one of the best characters of this whole season.
Oh damn! Oh
Say it,
damn!
man. Don't say it. John's amazing. I'd be part of his fan club.
Dude, heck yeah, facts. I would too. No shame.
Opening is a pretty nice song. I like it a lot.
I hum that song so hard when that plays.
And I might end up rewatching this show again to hear it dubbed because I showed it a Rabbi.
The trailer looks so good. I love Jolek's Transylvanian voice.
Yeah. So I can't wait for that. And I guess rating wise 7 as well.
Oh, okay.
Omar.
All right. So I was the negative one. If you guys seen our podcast, I was not highly enthused of this show. But I am glad that we kept it in the minis, and I'm glad to say it did change my mind. And I'm like the repeated jokes, they are repeated, but they're not like aggressive with it. They're not every episode, they're not in every skit, like the whole Jolek sign. I think my favorite like ongoing joke was like, Ronaldo's scared of celery. I was like, what? Excuse me? So that was funny to me. And then but yeah, man, I think
the man dressed in the celery stick.
Yeah, that was like I didn't expect that at all.
It's not exactly like a common type of phobia you hear from a vampire hunter. Really, anybody in general. Yeah,
that's what makes it hilarious. Like there's a lot of those segments that the show brings out. There's some of them are like genuinely hilarious. Like with I think Ronaldo's fangirl who ended up being the mom or somebody.
Yeah, she cute.
Yeah, she was cute, but that segment got me dying. But there are like I guess I'm nitpicking, right? There are a couple jokes or like characters I'm like, you really don't need to be here. Like the my mustache is falling guy. I was like, oh, okay, that's your joke. I really don't need you. Oh, like the long neck vampire, like that with the 3 mouths. I'm like, I don't want to see that.
They're monsters, man.
But other than that, like these characters, there are. I like you guys brought up was like it set its tone. I was like, because I think that was really important. Like, yo, we're wacky, we're loony,
We're all tiny toony. And then like cartoony.
And the opening, the ending kind of gives that vibe, and I appreciate that. And I like this better than than Jahi, if anything.
Yeah.
It does this formula way better than Jahi did. But yeah, I agree with all you guys' points, and John is the thing that hold this show for me. So I give it a 6 out of 10. That is my rate. Yeah, like compared to how I had it earlier to now, I thought it was a good rating. I am excited for season 2, and who knows, it might come back in the minis or in the main podcast. Who knows?
Yep.
But yeah, but with that being said, that wraps up Vampire Diaries in no time. Gone, but will not be forgotten. We have Takt Op Destiny episode 10, the finale of this show, and it ends with the bang with Destiny versus Orpheus. Pretty awesome fight, honestly, if I gotta say so myself.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, Orpheus was just standing there throughout the whole fight. Like Destiny was on the charge, and so I think the animation was really solid, and. I don't know how I feel about the ending. Like, in other than the fight, right? Like,
yeah, the fact that how things ended, I felt like similar, like it was rushed.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it's already the 12th episode and stuff.
Yeah.
So I felt like everything was getting like resolved fast right away.
Mm.
The D2s, I forgot what happened to the D2.
They shut down.
They shut it down, right? For now.
Yeah, because the bad guy, the green hair guy, which I forgot his name, but like he kills them, right? And then like all the D2s are just like shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets wrapped up real quick. But then, Tak falls in coma, man.
Yeah, Takt falls in coma. Destiny disappears.
Mm.
Anna, she ends up. She becomes a what are they called again?
Oh, the conductor?
Yeah.
Does she?
No. She becomes a symphony thingy. I forgot what.
Like she works for them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to be just on the sideline, like.
Yeah. And just to help Tak recover from the coma, right?
Yeah. She wants to see like, look at me. I did something.
Yeah. I made a change.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it ends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I legit forgot it was a app game until like last week. Like how I mentioned, this is an app game, and I feel like that's where the app would jump in, right? Where like, Tak wakes up from his coma, and like
D2s are back up.
The D2s are back, and then that's when you get to use the music arts, the random like characters we saw on the screen. Like there will be your servants or like whatever.
Yeah, because we were introduced to some D2s.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know how they control them yet. I don't know.
And I think that's how I feel like the app game would start. Like this was like a prequel, if anything, to where Takt Op Destiny the app game would go.
Yeah, like I guess we could start with our reviews now.
Okay. I guess I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was hyped for this show because of the fact of the people behind it.
And not always two studios are good.
No, not true. But this one, promising. Mappa and Madhouse were working on this project, working on this app game, and it had promise, right? Like it was pretty, like it went bombastic on this first episode, right? And then after that, it went the slow route of like, I guess developing characters and the journey to it. Honestly, my favorite character was Lenny. I feel like that was like their best character because they fleshed him out. He wasn't just I'm just a handsome man who could actually be a conductor as well. Like he had a origin, why he did it. He saw the fall, like how the D2s came in, why Tak respected him. So I feel like Lenny was the strongest point for me of the show. And obviously the designs are cool. Destiny and Titan. There are some cool designs, especially like
the other ones too.
Yeah, like Heaven. I liked Heaven's design. Hell, like I don't like her, but I gotta admit her design was cool. So I respect that in itself. But I feel like sometimes some episodes didn't like hit for me, and like I would like days off here and there, and I don't know. This is like the one show of probably the season I don't know how to feel. It didn't leave me wanting more. I'm not gonna check out the app game. There was some things I'm like, that could have been done better. You guys rushed the ending, but you weren't bad.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, it's sad to say, like I'll probably forget it like next month or something. And it sucks because Madhouse, Mappa, there's some great studios, but other than being really nice, the story did not do well for me. And I think that's a perfect score for a 5 out of 10 for me. And yeah, that's it for me. What about you, David?
For me, I think you kind of hit the. I keep bringing this with the nail in the coffin.
That damn nail.
Yeah. If anything, that's what's the theme of both of these. But this one in general, in particular, yes, the story is the downfall for what the show in general.
Mm-hmm.
And it's upsetting because at times it's kind of like interesting, sometimes it doesn't. Pacing was kind of slow. Pacing throughout the whole entire story was pretty slow.
Yeah, it took us time to like develop Tak and Destiny,
and that was kind of that kind of sucked.
Yeah,
it should have been like a little bit like sped up a bit so we could get used to these characters by the end. But I feel like kind kind of did that. Well, it didn't even do it too late. There wasn't like much as a connection as. Well, the only one that like we cared about is Lenny.
Yeah.
We enjoyed how he was and how he is and his whole story and stuff.
Mm.
I wish Takt like advanced a little bit more. You know, you get more emotion from the guy.
Yeah. His emotions are like where his idea changes, right? He does different actions, but he's kind of like the same note.
Yeah.
You know, for being a music guy, right?
But yeah, animation was amazing. Music was phenomenal when it came in.
Oh, I'm glad you brought it up. I completely forgot about that.
Yes. No, well, at times, because I remember certain episodes we never even got music
That's true. Yeah.
at times. But yeah, so my rating in general is just a 6.
Okay. Yeah.
6 out of 10.
So, what'd you guys think of our review? You know, leave a comment down.
And I could see the reason why other people didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know,
I know a lot of people were hyped for the show.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat, but
they can always trust it by
the studio, right?
by studios, because you know directors are always really important for their films.
Also, coming factor.
Yeah. Oh well, everything else pretty much too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very true. Very true. But with that being said, we move on to our next show. We have Lupin the Third, Part 6, Episode 11. And I'm so glad we're back at the main juice, the main meat of the story of this part. With now we are trying to find Watson's killer, right? And this episode started off strong, bro. It was like, yo, like we see the killer and like he has a signature way of killing people, right?
Yeah.
John Wick style. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty gnarly. But yeah, we see Sherlock like he's on the case, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to find this murder, trying to redeem Watson's death by any means necessary. Like sometimes even pretty cool. I don't know how you feel about like how Lily has to like reenact of like how when she was there that day.
I think it was all planned through Holmes in general.
Yeah, but like, do you think that was right of him to do?
I don't know.
It's pretty tough, right?
Yeah.
Like you understand why he did it, but it's like, damn, bro, like you're dramatizing her more.
Yeah.
But like, I guess like they explain it like later on in the episodes.
But
Like,
she knows the killer. She
Yeah.
saw the face of the killer himself.
and in order for them to both move on, like they need to know the information, right? So I understand why Holmes did it, but I'm just like, damn, bro.
But Lily's tough at her time at times.
Yeah, I like how like you're like, why is Lily there at the murder case? And I'm like, dude, she's seen her dad die. I think at this point nothing phases her unless it's Lupin.
Oh, well, she's kind of scared of Lupin.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, she was behind Holmes.
Yeah, all the time. And I was surprised. Like not a lot of Lupin in the game. They were getting like attacked
Oh yeah.
by Dr. Eggman. But it was cool. Like you'll see them in action again. I always love the car chases, right?
Oh yeah.
It's so wacky. And they pulled a Fast and Furious moment, bro. With like, Lupin does the side wheel drive, and Zenigata and his apprentice fall in the ditch.
Yeah.
Which was funny. And like I like how they went back to like the poster being the key, but it ended up not being the key, because the poster was just a mirage. It was just a setup like for like rookies.
Yeah, even Holmes teared it up because it didn't even matter.
It didn't matter because the room's name was so important. The Dark Room. Why is it called the Dark Room? And I like how Lupin came to that theory, was like, if I don't know the answer to it, I'm pretty sure someone will find the answer and will eventually get there. And then I think it was Jigen it was Jigen. It was like, who told you that dumb quote? And he's like, Sherlock Holmes. And sure enough, Sherlock says the same phrase, and I was like, oh damn, man, I love Lupin, man. He's a smart criminal, man. And I liked how you pointed out too, with the Zenigata thing, well, like when Zenigata takes Lily up to the dark room as well, which I thought was weird too, but I didn't put 2 and 2, where they find out what the dark room is, right?
Yeah.
Which was pretty like crazy. It was kind of like National Treasure kind of.
There's some elaborate stuff.
Yeah, like the whole room lighted up because now let there be light in this room.
I thought a picture was in a pier, but it wasn't a picture.
It was like another passage.
Yeah. But that passage wasn't the actual passage. It blew up.
Yeah. Which I like your theory when we were talking about it. I was like, I don't think that was Zenigata. Like,
yeah, because I think I think these few episodes we've been seeing the, like, you know, kind of what Lupin does and always does, you know, mask himself.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of see this with Holmes, and now I feel like the villain himself does this as well.
Which is actually a great theory.
Yeah.
So
maybe that Zenigata wasn't the real Zenigata, because he literally says, I did not see Holmes, right?
yeah, at the end, like where like the police are like seeing the explosion and Zenigata's down there, and he's like, oh, I didn't see them. What do you mean? And so that's why that theory makes a lot of sense. Like, that wasn't Zenigata. It's actually our culprit. And, ooh, I can't wait to see next episode.
So he's a bright one as well.
Hey man, that's why this story is so juicy.
Yup.
It's living up to the hype with Sherlock versus Lupin. Well, not really no more, right?
No, I feel like at a sense they're at a draw for now.
Yeah,
they need both of them are aiming for the same person.
And what, like the Shadow Claw, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Are hiding.
Yep.
So that's exciting. I'm very excited to see what happens next. But hey, with that being said, we have to move on to our last show, which is Pokemon Evolution, episode 8. And this was
original Pokemon, kind of. No,
I mean, it is the original.
Yeah, yes, it is. But it's the new version of it,
which was shocking to me. I was like, oh, this is Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Yes.
Which is okay. I guess we're not doing because we've done so many homages to the first generation, right?
Yes.
So it would make sense to like, yo, let's give some love to the Let's Go games, because you know it did super well, you know, and it's kind of like an homage to like Pokemon Go, right?
Yes.
In the same way, and like me not knowing, jumping in, I was like, oh, but obviously we knew like Mewtwo's cave and Cerulean.
Yeah, I told you that was green, so the girl was green.
Okay.
Not the MC is, you know,
you,
and your rival is another character. Is not green, it's not red or blue. It's the Chase. I think his name is Chase, if I remember. But yeah, I could be wrong, but I hardly remember the name of the character. But yeah,
it was a new character, which because they show blue.
It's cool. I like that. I liked how this whole episode. I like how this episode was structured in a way too, where you get to hear our MC even talk.
Yeah,
I feel like we never heard them on the other ones.
No,
they were just quiet, and then they would throw a Pokeball or something like that.
Yeah, Pokemon battle.
Yeah, but we never hear the MC talk. But that's cool that we got it here.
The one thing I liked in this one was like, I'm glad they showed like the legendary stuff, right?
Yeah,
like it took down a freaking Mega Evolution Blastoise like that easy. And I was like, thank God.
I know, that's how powerful Mewtwo is.
Yeah, like in the game and in the damn show. So I'm glad they showed it here. And it's just crazy that you got Mewtwo, right? With an Ultra Ball.
I know. At first, Green was gonna catch you with a regular Pokeball, right?
Which never happens.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to give yourself a challenge. You're a masochist if you do that. But it looks cool when you see in the Pokédex, like, oh, you caught with the Pokeball. But that's pretty much it on that one. It was a nice wrap up to the
generations,
which I think they did a good job because most of the episodes were like the final act, right?
Yeah.
The final moments of each game and like how it get concluded and the evolution of how each game has like bombastic the ending would be. And you want to give a review, right?
Yes.
Your final rating for it?
Yes. The final rating. I have my final rating. It's a 7 out of 10.
Nice.
7 out of 10 because I want more this type of show.
Yeah.
For these small ones, they're really enjoyable, but I wish there were basically like full-length anime episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really didn't mind any of these like becoming actual like a show or something. You know, I'm getting a little bit tired of always seeing Ash being the
always 10.
Yeah. Oh, not always 10, but I don't want to see him at all no more.
Or Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu being the
almighty
god.
We could always see an Eevee. Eevee's a really popular character. There's other
the other starters.
Yeah, other starters. So that's what's cool about evolutions. We get to explore other types of Pokemon other than our usual Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying Pikachu's bad or anything, but
Yeah.
it's like I just want to see new.
Yeah.
Stop recycling with Ash every single time.
Yeah.
He goes to every
region.
And has to always bring Pikachu. Why can't they bring Charizard back?
They do time to time.
I know. But I wish he was there more often. But like I said, I don't want Ash no more.
Yeah.
And I like how this show had nothing to do with Ash and had more with different characters.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my rating. That's my little review.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there's more.
I'll give a quick take on it.
All right.
There's some episodes of this little series I enjoyed. Like it's me being biased. Honestly, the games I played, like Sword and Shield, third generation was cool, and the second generation, which I didn't play a lot of, but I really enjoyed that story of like you see how like Pokemon are used like for entertainment, and like I never thought of that. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like we get to see the EV evolutions. Those stood out to me, but like obviously the ones I didn't know, I was like, oh, I don't jive with this. Like X and Y, I was like, what is going on here? Or like the end story, which I know people love that story. That's when like Pokemon got a story, right? That's when Pokemon got a real story. And even like third gen, it was basically off the remake.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it that much, honestly. I didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which I mean, it was cool seeing a Dragon Girl. I'll get a lot of shine, but I feel like they could have done better. Like, or maybe we could have saw like the Kyogre Groudon fight.
Like I said, if it was a longer series, man.
Yeah. Like there's some episodes I really enjoyed, and there's some episodes I'm like,
I guess because you needed more information.
yeah. Maybe if I played them all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see. I see the reasons why you don't really enjoy it.
Yeah. And I think with that, I give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
That's just me being a Pokemon noob or Pokemon old timer, however you like to take it. And it don't matter what our rating is. Pokemon will always be Pokemon, and everybody will know what the hell a Pikachu is.
Yes.
But hey, if this does really well, hopefully we get a series. Pokemon Evolution Season 2, maybe. We will see. But with that being said, that wraps up that show. And that wraps up the minis for this week. And like I said earlier, we appreciate you listening to us this far. It really helps us motivate to keep doing this. And we don't know when this will come back because new season will start and we have to wait for that. But with that being said, I've been your host Omar,
and this is David.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Follow us on social media. We're more active on Twitter and all that good stuff. And with that being said, that is going to be it for this week, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye guys.